To help make your home camera ready, the makers of Clorox Bleach are proud to present Tips from the Set.
Who doesn't love those famous sirens from the infamous Wisteria Lane? We're here on the set of ABC's hit drama, Desperate Housewives. I'm your host, Teresa Strasser, and welcome to ABC's Tips from the Set. As you can see, when it comes to Desperate Housewives, things can get, well, a bit messy. And in this neighborhood, when it comes to capturing all the drama, it all comes from the expertise of David Grossman. He's the director and executive producer of the show, who we had a chance to chat with here on set. What are the responsibilities of a director and executive producer on a show like Desperate Housewives?
My responsibilities are to prep with new directors who may not be familiar with the show. I think I have a little bit of say in editing.
So in terms of executing the look of the show, is there a particular way you shoot each of the characters differently?
This is something that began early on in the series, and over the past 8 years it's become second nature, so we don't necessarily think about it. A character like Bree, whose living room we're sitting in, things are more symmetrical and a bit rigid like her character.
So from the end of the first season, now you're in the 8th season, that's a lot of episodes. You've probably seen a really big evolution in terms of the look and feel of the show.
At the beginning, I think the street was more of a character and the houses were part of that character. I think we saw a little bit more of that. And as you began to learn more and more about these people and the writing evolved, it's just a gradual, slow change.
You don't love me?
Well, up until the point that you told my husband we were having an affair, I was quite fond of you. Since then, not a fan!
It's like, you know, watching somebody grow up, you don't notice it.
What has been the most challenging sequence you've shot?
The tornado episode, which we shot in 9 days. It was probably one of the bigger episodes, if not the biggest episode we've done on this show, in terms of scope in all departments.
And was the cast gung-ho for everything?
No, the cast is always gung-ho for everything.
So here you've been with the show all this time, and you'll be saying goodbye to this cast and crew. What can you say about them and how it's been working with them?
It's been a great bunch of people from the bottom to the top, and we do have a very good time, and the work's hard, and the hours are not as long as they could be, and I think that's based on how talented the crew is and how ready to work the cast is.
Before I let you go, I'm really curious because the women on this show are so beautiful, and I wonder if you shoot them differently or if there's anything special that they request.
No, I think it's part of the responsibility as the director and the director of photography to make them look their best. That's just part of the job.
So Eva Longoria is that pretty in real life?
Yes.
Ugh, I was hoping you'd say no.
You had an affair.
It's hard to believe.
I know, right? I mean, who would cheat on this?
You know, you don't need a Hollywood director to look polished and fab. Here's a tip from the set. To remove a stain from your white clothing, bleach it away with 3/4 cup of Clorox bleach. Your whiter whites will make you ready for anything life throws at you. Thanks to David Grossman for letting us stop by. You can watch Desperate Housewives Sundays at 9, 8 Central, only here on ABC. We will see you next time on ABC's Tips from the Set.